Good morning, everyone. So after Sufi night, Omnichannel. Yeah. Frictionless customer experience is at the forefront of our modern commerce. More than half of the consumer engage with the 3 to 5 channels during their purchase journey. This just a statement we all know these numbers. Somehow the 220 million people have shopped online, 800 household paid utility bills online, 25 million used online ride-hailing services, 50 million have paid for an online course. How do some of the retailers across the world sees their stores? Some of them see as a fulfillment center, some of them sees as a place for people to purchase products. Some sees at a customer relationship centers, an experience and a product discovery center, a showroom for an e-commerce, a place to explore data on customer preferences. So all of you may have a different view of the stores. How do you see stores? So at BlackBerry, how do we see? Look, from a BlackBerry perspective, we are not building up an omni-channel business. From our perspective, we're building an O2O channel, right? Which is, online to offline and offline to online, right? And digital is just 2.5-year-old in BlackBerries. Our founders never wanted to be in a digital because fundamentally we have a retail-led. We have around 200 COCO stores. We have 200 FOFO stores. We have a total of 1,200 door counts across the country, right? And as a BlackBerry, fundamentally we don't work from a discounted angle. We say we don't want to discount our product. We only play twice in a year, which is the EOSS in the summers and in the end of the winters. So for us, what we work is more on how do I retain my customer over a period of time. So we have around 63% as our repeat ratio, right? Our basket size is sitting at 2.5 at a minimum and as good as 6 at a maximum. So we focus on those approach, and then we focus on the fit as one of our major plank. So we are doing a lot of thing keeping an O2O in mind from a digital perspective. One of the main thing which we intend to achieve, we have still not reached here. So I've been talking to some of the colleagues here. How do I get a complete unified view of the consumer, which is like this consumer is an offline consumer. So once he comes online, how do I get his complete offline journey on the online? And this is something which a lot of people have said doable. Some of you guys are doing. But what we also want to do is a consumer who has been buying a particular size of apparel in offline. So when he comes online, and so we have always own as a principle of logging in, he should only see large size. He should not be shown a medium size. If he's been buying a particular, so we have a segment called Lux, which is the premium side of the story. Then he should not ideally be shown in the first interaction with my website a product which is, let's assume, at a 1,600 rupees or a 2,000 odd rupees product. He should only be shown those kind of those products first. So from an online perspective, this is doable. Get the offline data, put into online, and similarly, I'll cover in the end of my presentation that we also want the same information to go back to the stores of saying this guy who has come online, he has abandoned this particular cart, and when he's walking into your store, and if he has an app installed, his Bluetooth is on, how do the store guy there in the store knows that Paritosh has just walked into the store, and he's a guy who has abandoned this particular cart online 6 days back. Can I actually offer him the same product if it is available in the store? So that's a journey which we want to do. I'll cover up them. So to keeping a unified view of the buyer, we are doing some of the projects. Some are implemented, some are on the various stages of implementation, and some is something which we'll pick up in the next quarter. So the first thing which we realize, because at a brand level, there is a brand marketing team and there is a performance team. So there is a brand marketing agency and there's a performance marketing agency, and none of them is talking to each other. So the brand says, I'm working on tofu and mofu. The performance says, I'm working on a bofu. And when we say, who is the consumer, they say, we don't know that, right? Because both of them are not talking to each other. So the first thing which we did is to have a single view of the consumer. So one agency, he will do the complete funnel. So same agency, we'll have the same cohorts. So there is a brand agency who's been targeting a customer who's a music lover, and there is a performance agency who's been targeting a customer who's a traveler, right? And what's the reason? So they have a different reason. So target is not same. So we have unified that customer cohorts. We said these are the customer cohorts which we want. We keep on plus and minus those customer cohorts, but this is how we'll go. Similarly, offline consumer are not targeted for the performance in BlackBerry. Most of you may be doing it. We were not targeting offline consumer from a digital part. So they were sent messages from an offline perspective, never from an online perspective. Online consumer are sent messages from an online perspective, never from an offline perspective. We've integrated that. We're also working on limited cities. So our marketing is only being done in 55 cities. We don't cover the country. We say we don't want to get all the consumer of the country. Fundamentally, we want to cover on this 55 cities. Our frequencies may change for this 55 cities. Our cohorts may change for this 55 cities. And these are 55 cities where my retail presence is there. From a COCO and FOFO perspective, not from so much from an LFR perspective, right? So we're saying we are only doing in 55 cities, and that's something which we've all agreed on as a brand, as a retail, and then online as a channel. Then what we're doing is we're saying we want to have a single view of the inventory. Inventory has been lying in our stores. Inventory has been lying in our franchisee. Inventory has been lying with a third-party warehouse partner who has his inventory lying in 4 other locations, which fundamentally means inventory. So what we realized, give you an example. One of the partner, we gave him 2.5 lakh of pieces, 1.5 lakh of pieces. And over a period of time, we realized that this guy now is having 2,80,000 pieces lying with him, only servicing the online side, while this same product is being sold in a store, and they don't have inventory of these particular styles. So what's the point? I mean, there's an inventory which is lying, which is churning at a X count of the inventory, and there is a store which needs that inventory, but it's not there. So we brought back all the inventory from the third party, put it in a warehouse. Now this inventory is ready to serve all the consumer, which is COCO, FOFO, online, and the marketplace as a channel. So we consider warehouse as one of our stores rather than as a warehouse. So any order which comes to the online, to the store, and if it is not serviceable by store for whatever reason, his last movement is the warehouse, if it is available in the warehouse. So we use Omnichannel, one of the partner. So we don't want any cancellation to happen, so that product comes to the warehouse as the last resort and gets service from there. And in a store also, the store manager has only 25 minutes to pack it. He needs to pack whatever order he gets within 25 odd minutes, so that it doesn't get bounced off to the next particular store or then get bounced off to the warehouse. We do all our pre-launches via warehouse. All our returns, so we don't send returns to the stores, we send returns to the warehouse. Because store manager major task is to service the consumer. He doesn't want to be involved. store माल वापस आया, उसके अंदर राइट माल आया कि नहीं आया, उसके अंदर the tag is available, not available. If tag is not available, he has to go to the log in to a particular portal and then report that this product has been damaged because of the courier. So all our returns come to the warehouse, and that's where the process follows. So we have something called a store level catalog module. This is typically for the offline consumer. So what happens is, a lot of time consumer says, you call the store and say, ki, what options do you have of the white shirts with you? So what we tell him is, so the store manager goes, take the product off the shelf, take the pictures, send it to him, 4 or 5 pictures. What we realize is this is not the way a brand should work. So we given him an option to the store manager, where where in a middleware, he can scan the product which is available with him. The product will pick the pictures from the website, make a nice looking catalog with his name, with the banner of the brand, ethos of the brand, and send that particular, and he can download it on the desktop, on the mobile, and forward it to the WhatsApp to the particular consumer. And the consumer gets in the right way. And there is no click to the website. That's a pure store catalog. Store manager can send 100 catalogs a day. He can send 1 catalog a day, and then eventually go to the home shopping as a version. So the consumer says, "Ki mujhe ye 4 shirt dekhni hai," and he is one of our premium consumer, and he says, "I don't want to come to the store. I'm busy." So we do send some of the store guys to his house, and he can actually select of those 4 stores. So fundamentally, catalog is one part. Then the shopping happens. Click and share memories. So we are developing a middleware where a lot of people come to the store, and they want to they're wearing a suits, and they want to send the pictures to the friends and family. So what option we're giving is, why don't you click this particular picture? So the store manager clicks the picture. It comes in kind of a photo frame kind of a module where you can have attributed to as happy birthdays, happy anniversaries, or looking good, blah blah blah. And that particular image gets downloaded, and the consumer can send it to his family if he wants to send it. For our store manager, there's a guy who has come with his family for an anniversary or for a shopping. He can click the picture after the purchase has been done and send it to him. So more as a memory. So fundamentally, a connect between a customer and the store manager. Shoppable catalog, videos is something which we still to start. We have a module called Book My Apartment. A consumer can actually book an apartment with a particular store at the day of his choosing, at the time of his choosing. He can go to the store, the guy will be ready. He has to say whether he wants a particular products to be given to him or he wants a particular occasion to be covered. So the store manager is ready for him when he comes and serves. So fundamentally, it's giving him a feeling of, you are, that he is a priority for me, so he can actually book an apartment and work with us. Alteration, any product which we sell online, offline, Coco, Fofo, can be altered free of charge at any of our stores at any point of a time. Continuation of that is a refit. Refit, what we say to the consumer is, you may have purchased this product 10 years back, 5 years back, 6 years back. You can still come to my store at any point of a time, and we will refit it as per your size. Right. So that's also free of charge. Any consumer. So currently we are offering this to only the BlackBerry, but we intend to offer it to other brands also. That possibly our competitor is not giving you alteration services. After a particular year, you can still come to my store and get it altered. So that's the next phase which we will be implementing it. PDB to store. Some of the consumer who come to the online world, they're looking at the suits, but they don't want to buy because that's something which they want to try first. So we have a module which we are implementing there, that he can actually look this particular product. Is it available in the pin code which he is residing, and which particular store he is residing? He can actually go to that store by the GMB, or he can book an appointment and then go to that store for that particular product. Personalized journey, known customer, we using one of the third party, where a home page. So if you're logged in, or you are already logged in and you come back to me, I call you out by your name and tell you that you have last time you visited, you were looking at the T-shirt. Would you like to still continue looking at the T-shirt on the home page as a banner? From an unknown consumer, we're saying, "Hi, unknown." I mean, there's a word which we'll be using it. We've still not made this journey live. And is there something which I can help you and to make it more personalized? From a region, so a lot of consumer which come from a southern part of the country don't want to look at the full sleeve shirts. They want to look at the half sleeve shirts. So region-wise define this journey. Occasion-wise we can define these journeys. Category-wise, at a price level-wise also. So the last two is still to be implemented by us. Hyperlocal model in 9 odd cities. We are offering 2 hours delivery to the consumer. So if you're going to buy from these cities, so 10% of our order get delivered from the online order get delivered within 2 hours in these particular cities, and we want to expand this as a network. Our 2R is the refund initiated to the return initiated to the refund initiated, which is QC at the doorstep. We ensure that within 2 days, 80% of our refunds get refunded to the consumer. It may still take another day or so for it to reflect in your bank. But that's another thing which we're doing. BOPIS, all of you know, buy online and pick at the store. This is something which we are looking to implement is augmented reality at the store. So what happens is, a lot of time people come to the store and they say, मुझे 4 शर्ट, ये अलग-अलग शर्ट दिखा दीजिए, अलग-अलग लुक दिखा दीजिए, but I don't have a time to, to keep on going to the trial room and start wearing it. So we're trying to, we are looking to find a solution where the model picture is there and the consumer can click his picture, the face part changes on that particular model, and he can actually see the look, how it's coming, the look whichever he selected can then be gone. Then he can take that look particular to the trial room and actually changes. So a lot of time, people spend hours in our store. So there's one time I was visiting the store. So there's a guy who came with his son, he's been trying some of the looks, and on the table he has kept his gun. The gun is lying right there on the table, and he's trying the looks. Right, and he's been there for 1 hour, and for the one particular, I was looking at that table rather than looking at him. He was from the police side of the story, or whichever that is, right? So people spend a lot of time. So we have people who comes in the night, 12 o'clock, and they're actually shopping till 1 o'clock. So that's what we do. Lookbooks is something. Instead of selling a simple look, we are selling looks there. Abandoned cart, multiple channel for call out, WhatsApp, SMS, emailer, push notification, one click via WhatsApp. So we have EMI integration in an abandoned cart, where the customer has abandoned the cart, he get a notification saying that why don't you buy this particular product in 3 EMIs. But that is after third attempt, when he has not actually gone to his cart to buy. Notification with offline call out, 4th attempt is, look, you have left this particular cart, but possibly why don't you go and visit our store, and if his data is available with me, then we suggest him one particular store or pin code he can go. Otherwise, we just give him a call out, why don't you go and try it in our stores. Assisted shopping via co-browsing, that's something which we want to, so we will be combining actually co-browsing with the Stylo product, invite referrals. Stylo is something where a consumer who walks into our store can select the looks and send that looks to his friend and a family, saying that, I like this particular look, would you like to try? And that's a program which we run. Invite referral is something which you all know. Earn and burn, also same points, can be burned online and offline, can be earned online and offline. At a future perspective, we're looking at a composable architecture for a frictionless omnichannel. I was saying, in-store associate can access a 360-degree profile of your customer, create universal baskets of the items for both stores and the online, complete a single transaction, fulfill through different channels, access abandoned cart baskets, wish list from a customer online profile into store, eliminate the need to have a long journey by giving, so a customer can check out from any of the store guys' handheld module rather than going to the counter and waiting in the line, specifically in the sales time. So it's not just experience what we want to offer today, but future-proofing our retail technologies to delight customer over the long haul. So that's what we at the BlackBerry are looking to do, that the online, the digital is not the revenue model for us, it's a consumer model for us. If consumer is happy, revenue will definitely come to us, and that's how we're building up this particular channel of digital at the BlackBerry. Thank you. Sorry?
Any questions offline during the break?
Yeah, anytime.
Okay, great. Just
Yeah.
stopping.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us this
Thank you.
morning. Thank you so much, Mr. Paritosh, once again for those lovely insights. And